6'9", starting at forward, number 0, MP.
Welcome everybody to another on 2K. Both teams playing well lately, Grant. Something's got to give here.
Yeah, this is a great test of momentum. Whoever controls the pace probably controls the outcome.
Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league, and MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
Look, you got to give MP props with the way he's gone about these matchups. He made his goals public, which put a target on his back and fueled the opposition. But MP has met the challenge with fire so far, and he's undefeated in those matchups.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams in at the 3. And he gets the bucket.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Takes the 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Success at the arc is all about confidence. Luckily, MP is not lacking in it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Spurs. We're talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
And Allie, thank you for that. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. San Antonio has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And here's MP from outside. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And it's Williams on the drive. And Williams punches it home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Smith with it, guarded now by Williams. A nice shot by MP.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul.
Here's Williams. He had 25 points in his last game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Oklahoma City making a switch here.
Number 49.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
MP, 4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And Williams drops them both. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's MP from outside. Williams grabs the board. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. MP with the block.
And how about the defensive chops of MP? Coach loves when he steps up like that.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Williams.
Hard to score with MP right in your shirt.
Williams misses. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He dropped 48 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man team.
The opposition looks to double him because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. The Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Nance, he's checked in for Williams. For three, Smith. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight. Foul called on MP. And so he's picked up his final foul. And so the San Antonio Spurs, they lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We'll be right back after this word.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drumline. They're measuring up the shot.
Looking at San Antonio, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Spurs.
They've been...
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you. At least you get some extra rest tonight. Throw them buffs on, MP. We're in the deep. MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Duke and his teams establish chemistry in the early part of the season. Brent, what are some of the keys?
Well, on the court, really it is about the coaches defining roles. And anytime you get players who buy into those roles, In the early part of the year, it's a support system for what the star guys have to do. It builds a ton of confidence, and the connectivity that coaching staffs know will lead them ultimately to a team that can compete in the playoffs.
We've seen it already this season. MP has an elevated intent to win anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And let's give MP credit. He has walked the walk. The tougher the competition's been, the better they've been. This team is behind MP all the way, and the leadership he provides, they're not afraid of anybody.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. MP out there with Walker. Then it's Castle. And Gay is in at the 5 spot.
MP shooting with rhythm. This is why defenders have to be in his airspace.
MP against Foster. Back to Abdia. Arabia passes to Craig. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. And that one's good, Arabia.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Abdia, the pass to Arabia. From outside the arc. Walker with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to MP. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
To the paint. And it's Foster finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Inside. MP, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Brent with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled and contributes in a lot of ways to this team.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Sean Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. The Spurs making a switch here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Smith for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got 8 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Smith on the wing. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Foster kicks to Abdia. Here's Brown. Off target with his 3.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. On the wing, Thompson. To the wing on the left. Here's Foster. Offline with his 3. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Bangs home the trifecta.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Hernandez has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Jabari Walker. Cooper is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Smith. MP finishes inside.
Well, MP with fingerprints all over this one, just dominating in effortless fashion right now.
Here's Mobo. Gets an open look and hits. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Smith for 3. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He scored an amazing number of points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg will see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And the Pistons making a change here. Murray's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Jackson, he's checked in for Walker. Hits the three-point bomb.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Thompson outside. He tries for 3. It's hauled in by MP.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Off target from outside. Pistons trailed by 19. Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Smith.
Well, MP read the shot attempt like a book, anticipated it, and then able to knock it away.
Drills it from outside.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
104 left in the first half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a total stretch offensively, for sure.
Timeout call, the Pistons.
See what you got.
And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Pass to Laravia. And here's Avdia, looking to end the run. Offensive rebound. Here's Laravia. Here's Foster. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor.
and it's all adding up.
Smith for three. Craig pulls it in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Pistons ball.
There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And so it's San Antonio rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Please direct your attention now to center court and get ready for the fan half-court.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the San Antonio Spurs.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Looking at San Antonio, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We'll look at MP in this one. He's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Foster, and it's Craig in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Craig on the high post, he throws it. Craig's got his first basket of the night.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Smith in the posts, defended by Foster. MP, no good. Pistons shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Down low, here's Craig. And finished off by Craig.
There are only two players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Spurs shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And the basket by Castle.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Great open look there. Abdia's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And it's Foster missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
To the middle. Stolen by Avia. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball.
And you have to love the presence MP brings to the floor each and every night.
And the Pistons with possession here. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. MP really making a difference here.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your hype squad. Everybody.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And checking out some numbers for Asar Thompson.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense.
San Antonio leading by 17. On the court right now for the Spurs. We've got Book Night. Smith is out there with Devin Vassell. And there's Jackson.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Dennis. Rebounded by the Spurs. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. And stolen by Murray. Fast break Detroit. And here they go. Here's Thompson. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime. It was just barely above 30%.
Oh, what a move by MP. Just relentlessly attacking the rim.
Pistons trailed by 19. Dennis passes to Thompson. Dennis misses.
And he's already patted himself on the back and forgot to put the ball there in the basket.
Connects from 3-point range.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
There's the 3. Traps in the tray.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Norris. Book Night with the rebound.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off him. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Norris can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 19 points. And here's MP for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Smith's got 49 points in the game.
Impressive range from MP. The D has to chase him off that line.
And Jordan Fernandez has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Pass to LaRavia. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. From downtown, Brown's shot is off. Spurs.